Hi, Collective. It's Intuitive Pisces Moon, and I just wanted to give you kind of a new energy reading today. So it feels like the energy has shifted, and I kind of want to see where we're at. So I was called to take a couple of days off to kind of go into hermit mode, and that's what I've been doing. So I'm curious to see if any of you are being called to do that as well. Because of the energy shift, I have pulled mostly kind of healing guidance cards today for this reading. It has been pouring rain here, and I always associate rain and snow with kind of a grand clearing of energy. Because if you think about it, the ground's getting saturated and then it's all washing down the drain. So we are in the midst of a huge energy shift and a grand clearing. So, with that, I hope you are all doing well. And I just want to see what the energy feels like currently, what we need to know collectively. All right. So, again, thank you all for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And you're not hermit moding too hard, if any of you are dealing with that. Okay. So, the first one that we have is walking away. Good place to start. Let's see what else we get. We got appreciation. Okay. I love that. That's gratitude, expressing that you're grateful for the things you have. We have all tied up. And let's get one more. And carrying connections. All right. I do want to say that I did start this reading already once. Bottom of the deck is hostilities. I started this reading and something happened where the camera shut off and it ended my reading. I had already pulled 4 of these, and I even went to the next deck and pulled 4 of those, and then that's when it ended. So it feels like there is some external force trying to fight against you at the moment. Okay? So whether it be you speaking your truth or getting some word out or doing something, whatever it is, we're fighting it. We're not going to let them win. Okay? I'm going to do this reading regardless of whether somebody's trying to put a stop to it or not. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And again, you can put in the comments what's been going on in your life. Do you feel like you're trying to be thwarted? That was an interesting word that came up in one of my readings the other day. And it was one to myself. And it was kind of, what's the purpose of this? And it was to thwart something, which is, if you don't know what that word means, just to prevent something from happening or someone from doing something. It's prevention. Okay? All right. Let's see what we have from our angels and ancestors. Okay, we have High Priest. Intend and create. Very lovely. Now that's like the masculine energy. Someone who's strongly intuitive, creates his own, beautiful life. All right, and then we have Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. We have Eagle. See from a higher perspective. And for caring connections, what do we have for that? The High Priestess. Holy cow. So we have a couple here. We have a match. Now, in this reading, they're facing away from each other. I don't necessarily see that as signifying that they're not working towards each other, but we now have caring connections, the high priest and the high priestess, and it's going to be a love reading, guys. It's going to turn out that way. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have shaman. So trust in higher forces. So I am very much seeing this as a divinely guided partnership. Okay. So we're not going to put labels on it, but you have two souls that have come to this earth for a higher purpose. Okay. And they are being divinely led. So let's read on these. All right, so we're going to start with the high priest. And this message is recognize that you have the power to change your life. Face your fear and align with the light. Okay, so facing your fear and walking away. That's beautiful. In many traditions, the high priest is the physical embodiment of the divine masculine. He acts as a bridge between worlds and is able not only to divine the future, but to help create it too. He may be a leader in a spiritual tradition or in pagan traditions be second to the high priestess, but he is always spiritually connected and disciplined with great respect for his creator and his particular practice. In a reading, this card can represent a spiritual figure, leader, or teacher in your life, or an aspect of your path that has led you to where you are today. All right, and because shaman was at the bottom, again, maybe we have a divine masculine who is learning to be a shaman or has already taken on that role, and that's kind of what they're choosing to be. You are a bridge between heaven and earth. It's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything that you are giving attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept that these experiences have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies toward what you want to grow, heal, and expand, and then watch it happen right before your eyes. I love that. So again, having it be on top of the walking away card, that is part of learning and growing. We are learning and growing what serves us and what does not. So we are walking away from situations that do not benefit us for our greatest good. Okay, let's get over to Peacekeeper. And this is let go of the need to be right. Now, before I get into it, I'm going to go back to the Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine energy can be authoritative and fatherly, that kind of mentality. So with the let go of the need to be right, this may be what this masculine is walking away from. The kind of more ego side. Okay. So we're now not saying my way or the highway is how it always must be. We're learning the value of keeping the peace and not always feeling like we have to be right. Okay, and appreciating what we have. So here's the message. Choose peace and happiness over the need to be right. Rather than trying to prove a point, save your energy for what's important. The Peacekeeper is a wise Native American woman who has been influenced by a white Buffalo woman. She holds a peace pipe, which is emblematic of surrendering the need to fight and offering harmony instead. She is a soul who knows what it's like to feel under threat and to stand up for what she believes in and what is right. Her medicine helps you to take the higher road in every situation, even if you're under pressure to make a quick decision. It is a reminder that within your hands lies the power to make the right choice for all involved. You may be feeling on edge due to a stressful situation. There's a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your point, and get the truth across. but you're being reminded by ancestor wisdom that truth will be revealed in the end. It's more important at this time to avoid arguments or heated discussions where you'll know you'll be fighting a losing battle. There is much more power in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective. This will allow you to connect deeply to the guidance within and the intuition that will lead you towards the healing of the whole situation, along with any wounds it may have inflicted on you. Choose peace. You know it's calling you. Okay, that is beautiful energy. All right, so again, we're learning to appreciate what we have and that our ego doesn't need to rule everything from a masculine point. Okay. So the next one we have is all tied up. And then underneath that we have eagle. So I am seeing that too because it says to see from a higher perspective. Some of us, this reminds me of the Eight of Swords. We feel trapped, okay? And it could be a mental situation, okay, where we're overthinking something, we're in our own heads and trying to figure out how we got here, outcomes, blah, 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 whatever it is that we're overthinking. But the eagle is telling you if you rise up and look at your overall situation, that you're really not trapped. Okay, maybe you can see that there is an opening and there is a way out of it, and you're just being called to rise up and see that higher picture. Okay, let's read on the eagle. Look at things from a different angle. Fly higher and see new possibilities. In animal medicine, both Native American and Celtic, the eagle draws his power and strength from the sun. He is a powerful, strong, and courageous guide who is able to see for miles. He approaches all things with intelligence, grace, and poise, and has the capacity to make a plan from a higher space before putting it into action. When the Eagle card appears in a reading, it shows that you have a real ability to take things higher and to move beyond the limitations of your ego and your selfish desires. Wow. Okay. So, relating back to again the two cards in comparison, if the eagle draws its energy from the sun, okay, meaning daylight, and you're being asked to see things from a different perspective, it's nighttime in this picture. Okay. So again, maybe you're only seeing a small little portion of whatever it is that you need to be seeing, and you're being asked to look at it from a different, perspective, whether it is from someone else's point of view or different time of the day. Again, if you're looking for a place to live and you only ever drive there during the day, it might look great and grand, but if you ever drive by at night, it could be a totally different scenario. So that's what this is asking you to do, is to see the light and the dark in situations and assess it honestly and truthfully for what it is. Okay? See the whole picture, not just the dark side or the light side. See it all. Okay. Eagle medicine swirls around you, encouraging you to recognize that your views or vision may be limited at this time. Is there a chance that your own desperation, needs, or ego could be blocking you from seeing the potential in your current situation? If there are other people involved, you are being guided to see things from everyone's perspective. If you are feeling the need for something to change, how can you take the higher road? Know that if you have intentions that aren't for the highest good, it will only lead you back. It will only hold you back. Although that word lead you back could also mean that you're going to repeat a cycle. I also am interpreting it as that, things come out and they come out. Eagle medicine can help you change this. The eagle brings the energy of healing and love directly from your heart or from the heart of Father Sky and invites you to do all things from a place of love. Okay. So again, we did talk about ego over here. And now I'm also gathering that this is another situation of needing to see things without your ego. Okay, so that could be the light and the dark. Maybe your ego is the dark and you're needing to see things from a place of love, and that's the light. So, however you want to interpret that in your situation, then that's your story. And again, with tarot readings, I want to remind everybody, If you click on the title because it calls to you and you open it and the messages are not for you, that is totally fine. Not every tarot reading is for every single person 100% of the time. When we're doing general readings like this, we are picking up collective energy. And there is a chance that if 1,000 people are watching, maybe only 500 might relate to it, you know? So if something is not for you, use your intuition to just say, yeah, no, this message doesn't pertain to me, and click off of it and go to another one, you know? That's the way it's going to be sometimes. Okay, let's get over to the High Priestess. All right, so this is harness your mystic power. Align with the light and focus on all things positive. The High Priestess is the physical embodiment of the divine feminine, the goddess in human form. She has had many names throughout time and space, but her essence has remained similar: fierce, powerful, and disciplined. In many traditions, particularly pre Christian, the high priestess was in charge of spiritual and religious orders and was the voice of authority and guidance from the gods. The high priestess in this deck is the consort and partner of the high priest. And it says if you look at them together, you will see that they mirror each other's energy. She is joined by a black cat, representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who protects her from lower energies, and she stands strong in her glory and power. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you are working on or at the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. If you're unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. Okay. So let's talk about that for a sec, because both cards of these two, okay, let's look at them like this, because there we go. They're both being called to kind of use temperance in their views. Take the middle road, okay? Don't go to any one extreme or the other, all right? And that can also mean compromise. So because we also have the caring connection cards here, this is basically saying that if you want to have what it is that you desire, that sometimes compromise is going to need to be made. And sometimes the battle is not worth fighting. We need to keep the peace and see the higher perspective. Okay. Let's get some self-care oracle cards now. I just want to kind of throw this out there and see just overall, what do we have for the collective in this message? Okay. So we have shadow work. That's good. It says uncover every part of you that has been repressed and abandoned. Exercise. Love yourself enough to exercise and enjoy the glow of good health. All right. I love seeing that because, you know, that is absolutely necessary. We have sleep and rest. Let your body have the peace it deserves without feeling guilty. Yep. I've needed that the last couple of days. My sleep's been strange. Okay. Soulmate. There it is. The divine will provide you with love when you are ready. Okay. So what I'm seeing with these messages, again, we now have a couple here, a couple here, a couple here. This is definitely a divinely led soul connection, okay? A soulmate. And what I'm gathering is that both of you are putting in the work, okay? So this is kind of your soul work, your shadow work. This is working on your body. This is working on your mental capacity. Okay. So we now have mind, body, and soul that we're all working on. And when we have completed that within ourselves, guess what happens? Guess who pops into your life? So if both of you are doing that, this is destined. Let's see what else we can get here. We have financial goals. Set and reach your financial goals to achieve financial stability. Okay, good. Again, that's both of us, both masculine and feminine, doing that. Your counterpart, your divine counterpart. Okay, and then we have get a reading. Use divination to understand your desires and path. Okay, so I'm gathering that either one or both of you do tarot readings yourself, and or one or both of you are getting readings on each other. Born to stand out, you don't fit in. Stand in your own power and be proud of your individuality. Okay. Bottom of the deck, I have do 30-day challenges. Force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. All right. So I'm sure we all have some behavior that we could relate this to. Okay. Maybe you're eating too much chocolate and you need to cut chocolate out for 30 days. For me, it was Amazon shopping. That was the 30-day challenge that I did for myself. I promised myself not to order anything on Amazon for 30 days unless I absolutely needed it. So, again, whatever works for you for the 30-day challenge. Something to keep in mind. Okay. I want to get into the Medicine Woman Oracle and see what we have here. What are we working on as divine counterparts or just as a collective in general? Okay. Healing. I knew it. I mean, I said that in the beginning. I support you in the path of healing. Okay. We have the male principle. Step towards reconciling with the masculine is before you. Okay, well, there's another card that's calling it out, guys. Yep. So again, if this is not your reading, you don't have to stay here and listen to the rest. But this reading is for somebody who is reuniting with their soulmate, with their divine counterpart. Okay? And then we have Spirit of Earth. Have faith, you are supported. And then at the bottom here, we have Purification. Raise your vibration by caring for your energy. Yep, that's all this too. So that's the shadow work. That's the exercise, the sleep, and the rest. Know what it is that you need and work on having that for yourself because it's absolutely necessary for your well-being. All right. Beautiful energy. Let's read a little bit on these. Okay, so number 31. The male principle. Step towards reconciling with the masculine is before you. So again, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. Each and every one of us has this. So this could also be about balancing your internal feminine and masculine energies. At the heart of your quest is the union of our male and female polarities. Awakening the feminine rests on this path of reconciliation. We must overcome not only our internal conflicts, which are these, but those revealed by our relationships. Men are also on the move. Authenticity, responsibility, and integrity are the keys of the new code of honor. To be a good knight and serve one's kingdom beyond existing models of the outdated patriarchy. The promise of a new dawn where men rise with pride to be better and commit to building a safer world is on the horizon. I actually called this out in a previous reading as well, and it was about, the big changes that are coming in. So this is really what that is. This card indicates an opportunity of an encounter with the masculine. A man is presenting himself before you. Welcome him. Whether you are single or in a relationship, listen to the celestial music orchestrating your encounters. Each encounter is an opportunity to evolve. You are assured of being welcomed just as you are. This is a powerful vehicle of transformation for you both. Take the hand stretched out to you. He comes in peace. And look, he's even got his hand stretched out here in this card. I love that. On the path that you can walk together. This card can also indicate an inner marriage of the male and female principles. So again, I said that as well, where we have our inner masculine and feminine, which is a crucial step in the destiny of your love relationships. So these are just a kind of a wrap up questions. At what stage in your relationship is your masculine? You may experience setbacks or betrayals. It is time to forgive yourself, forgive the other, and forgive the events that caused you the pain. If you want to do a forgiveness ritual, you can gather a notebook, pen, and container. Draw a purification circle around you. Wrap the ritual shawl around your shoulders. Light a candle. Take up your drum and let a song rise up inside you and call the energy of forgiveness into your past relationships. What do you need to let go of? Which grievances? Write them down. Then burn the piece of paper and feel your resentment being purified by fire. Let a feeling of compassion come to you for yourself and for the other. Give thanks, blow out the candle, and close your circle. Then let the cosmos orchestrate the great dance of love once more. Okay. Let's look at healing. So this says, I support you on the path of healing. I am the healer, she who protects midwives, wise women, and herbalists. I have inherited the magical knowledge of the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Call me for a smooth birthing or to help someone cross the threshold towards death. My deepest wish is to give all my support. My medicine heals the wounds of the soul and banishes negative energies from the body. The art of potions, philtres, elixirs, and medicinal plants holds no secrets for me. I dry, I cut, I grind, I sing. Trust in me. I am a powerful medicine woman, a witch. The time for healing has come. In the cycle of transformation, you are about to cross the threshold. What must you let die? From what tragedy must you free yourself? We come to this earth with transgenerational heritage as we are here to transmute. It is time to heal the wound of your soul to find its treasure, its pearl. Sorceress of modern times, you have in you both the poison and the antidote. Your great power, the medicine woman of healing, invites you to find your own medicine. Explore medicinal plants, crystals, dancing, singing, shamanic practices, and say yes to your gift. You can connect to this archetype to prepare yourself for a new stage on the path of healing. And then this is open your ritual space. Take up your drum or your rattle, find healing mantras, Ikaro chants. Choose an object to represent your wound, which you will later give back to nature. Light a candle symbolizing the light of your consciousness. Draw a healing circle around you. Call your allies, animals, totems, and ancestors or guides, before whom you laid down your wound, such as a betrayal in love, lack of recognition, abandonment, or abuse. Visualize your tragedy, honor it, dance, sing, and let the tears flow. Close the ritual with a sensory meditation with lark essential oil, a powerful healer. Close the circle and give thanks. Find time to go out in nature to bury the symbol or object that you have chosen to represent your wound. You can also call upon a shaman or healer to help you in your rebirth. Okay. So let's get over to the spirit of earth, number 19. So have faith that you are supported. I am the spirit of earth, Mother Earth, imprinted with the footsteps of her children. Mountain, clearing, or desert, I clothe myself in color to manifest the beauty of life that I am hummus, as close to you as your humanity as can be. I am generous and fertile. I am life in which you can lay down or retire in a cave. The plant world takes root inside me, producing sumptuous forests, prodigious orchards, and countless medicinal herbs. I provide shelter to the forest people, and minerals and crystals grow in my breast. I am your carnal principle. This card reminds you that you are the daughter of Gaia, our primordial mother. She invites you to plunge your roots into her earth, to ground yourself, and to manifest your dreams. Support your health with fruit and vegetables from her body. Medicinal plants and clay are powerful allies for you. Perhaps you are having trouble bringing a project to life or finding your rightful place. The spirit of earth in your reading renews your faith. Reconnect with your inner earth. Your uterus, the seat of feminine power, you are safe. To awaken the medicine, you can call the spirit of earth to support you. What message is earth bringing you? To find out, dedicate a moment to the spirit. In nature, perform a grounding ritual. Walk barefoot on the earth. Listen to the beat of her pulse, plunging her roots into her belly. Invoke the spirit of earth and entrust it with your request. Pay attention to ferns rustling, a bird singing, a pattern in the bark of a tree. Become fertile earth for its messages. Symbolize its presence on your altar with an element from nature that will support you, and then give thanks. Now, if you're at home, you can take care of your plants, cook with produce harvested from the earth, take up your drum and connect to earth's beat. Awaken the wild woman and say a prayer for her. All right. Now, for those of you who don't have drums or any of that kind of stuff, because I know I don't, you can actually go on YouTube and find like a shamanic drumming video. You know, there's plenty of them out there. So that's beautiful energy right there. All right. I just want to get a couple of healing oracles to close this reading out for you guys. This has been a beautiful, beautiful reading. You know, lots of transitioning energy and healing happening at the moment. I'm so proud of everybody. Okay, so we have, it isn't about being right. It's about doing the right thing. All right. That very much goes along with what was being told over here, you know, the Peacekeeper card. If the world around you seems turbulent, stop. I love that. I just felt like I needed to pause for a second because, you know, that's what it's calling you to do. If you're overwhelmed by some situation that's happening in your life, it's okay to sleep and rest and to go into kind of a hermit mode so that you can tap into your own feelings and, you know, get with your own self. All right, we have true love can never really be lost. I love that too, because again, this was all about a divine connection. All right, a soulmate connection. So you never lost it. For those of you who are in a separation, or maybe you've never met your person, this was destined for you, and nothing, and I mean nothing, can take that away from you. That which is meant for you will never pass you by. And especially because both are doing the work, you're calling it in, okay? And then this is saying go within. So absolutely, if you're being called to seclude yourself from other people and do your shadow work, go into hermit mode. Absolutely do it. If you need more sleep and rest, do it. Your body is talking to you. Your guides are talking to you. They're trying to tell you that this is what your body, your soul, and your mind absolutely requires. All right, then we have when it feels right, do it. Okay? So that could be walking away that you're doing. That could be going towards a counterpart that you're doing. That could be doing the shadow work and exercising and sleeping and rest. Whatever it is that you're quote unquote doing, you will know when the time is right to do it. All right. And then this is at the bottom of the deck because maybe I'm speaking to star seeds out there, because if I am, this would definitely be your reading. And here's the final message: carry the torch for others to see. Wake up the world. Yep. So again, in past readings, I've also said that as we heal ourselves and do this for ourselves, we are in turn also healing the collective. Okay? So this has been a beautiful message. And to those of you who weren't expecting a love reading, hey, neither was I. But that's what it turned into. Not only a love message, but a friggin' soulmate message, divine counterpart message. Okay? Each of us are doing the healing work. We're doing the inner work. And stuff is about to change because healing brings in everything. I mean, everything. You're going to have financial goals, okay? You're going to get a soulmate connection. It's teaching you so much through this process, all right? So anyways, that is all I have for you. And again, great energy coming out of this reading. I'm glad I took my time to sleep and rest because I personally needed it. So again, if you guys want to tell me in the comments kind of what's been going on in your lives, I'm happy to hear it because I like to relate with you all as well as you like to relate to me. So there we are, people. That's your reading. I thank you so much for being here again and for the energy exchange. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and as always, love. May you pour the love inside yourself first and then in turn branch it outwards and give it to others. So keep in mind, I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. And again, if you have anything you ever need, just let me know. Thank you so much again, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care. Bye.